One of the principles of warfare is concentration of force. An army spread out along a vast battle line is not nearly as potent as when it focuses on a particular point. Concentration of resources is also a force multiplier. So when more of those troops, more of those resources are brought to bear at a particular point, it multiplies the force exerted, meaning that the overall momentum is exponentially increased. The sum result is more than all the parts working alone. And therefore, a numerically smaller number can have a disproportionate impact at a decisive point, which can then overwhelm the enemy. So for example, in Leviticus 26, God promises this kind of blessing. He says, "And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword." This principle applies to evangelism, worship, education, business, and media. Where God's people band together in humble obedience, there is often a force multiplier. What a few dedicated people can do at a particular point is multiplied, is exponentially increased. Now, of course, all of this still completely depends upon the blessing of God. If we don't have the blessing of God, it's nothing, it's worthless. And God is always free to save with many or with few, like Gideon's army, for example. But even Gideon's army is actually an example of this principle of concentration, a vastly smaller force amassed at a key vulnerable point.